I'm too Zen today to talk about Zen, which is kind of I guess the point. Zen is supposed to be experiential. It's supposed to transcend the mind to get to the truth about the mind and get you into mind, get you into true consciousness. Um, do you have any dot spoons? I'll let you. I'll see if I could jump off of you because I'm like just
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely been an interesting week with, kind of a similar theme on my side as well. Just with all the different things that I've literally shifted around me, and things are just different. Some good, not some not so great. I think for me, the most interesting part. I talked a lot last week, or a little bit last week, about this when I was in my apartment, having this huge wall of boxes um, that I didn't do anything with for like that whole year that I was in that apartment. And then moving into this smaller space, and now I have one box, which is interesting because I think I was telling you about it earlier in the week, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna unbox that box today, and I still haven't. So I'm not exactly sure what that hang up is, and I suppose time will tell.
Mhm.
But it's like, even with just that, going from a big wall of boxes to one, there's like this clarity. When you have a clearer space, it's like there's a clarity in your mind that arises. And I don't know, there were some things that came up this week that were pretty glaring for me that I didn't necessarily want to see, but you couldn't not see them. And then, just having to make the decisions with some of that kind of stuff. Um, and I don't know, there's kind of a piece that comes with that, but it's been an interesting week with that kind of stuff for sure. So I don't know. I don't know if that really keeps on the topic of Zen so much as the journey to it.
Yeah. Well, no, that is Zen because it's even like Wang Po talks about it. It's like a step by step process, which is basically grooming or pulling the weeds, creating more space. As Wang Po put it, if you can get rid of all concepts, if you suddenly got rid of every concept you have in mind with lowercase, mind, the Buddha, whatever, which is no, there's no difference, would just shine forth and fill the void, so to speak. Um, and it's but for most of us there he was saying it's for some it's like instant boom they become enlightened so to speak, which is basically what mind shining through because mind with a lowercase would be thought or conceptual mind or self with a small s whatever. You could think of it as clouds, and mind is the sun behind it all, and you can never make the sun shine. You take away the clouds and the sun just shines through. So he was saying that some people will just experience it in a flash, but for most, it'll be a step by step process where more and more concepts go, and you let more and more go, and more of the sun shines through. And just like the clouds, you start taking away clouds, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, until eventually there's no clouds, and that's the sun shines forth for all its radiance. So it's a good allegory, and um, what you were saying is kind of a physical representation because there's a correlation between body, mind, spirit, so to speak. And body in this sense, we're talking about the physical world, and you're saying I got one box left, but you've narrowed it down quite a bit.
Mhm.
I guess this is what wanted me to prompted me to want to talk about this anyway, or got the ball rolling. Was in the last episode we were talking about how things shift, and it could be like a physical move, like what you just experienced, and I've experienced that too with a physical move, where everything gets rearranged, kind of like and now you got to figure out what to do all the pieces that are left over um, from the move. And in this case, you can keep hauling all your stuff around,
Hmm.
but it's going to cause more stress and more effort and on and on and on. Or you start downsizing, start certain stuff go, and the more you can let go, you can use the allegory of a physical move because it's very literal in a sense. If you didn't have as much stuff to move, it wouldn't be as stressful when you move to the new place or whatever.
Hmm.
But most of the time in life, it's not a physical move. It can be. It could be a change in job. It could be you finish school or you started school or like a new chapter, quote unquote, when they say you started a new chapter. But sometimes it's not even something that happened on the external that prompted it. Sometimes it's just something inside of you.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to watch this clip. I hope you enjoyed the content. You can check out the full episode of Where the Mind Wanders by clicking the link.
You can also subscribe to the channel, where we debut a new episode every Monday at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Thanks again for watching.